This isn't logical. This is more emotional. Okay. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Somebody else is stumped for words, or they have so much to say, it can come out in abundance, you know. But I'm just eccentric today. We're going to chill out because Libra is experiencing a lot of turmoil, whether it's their turmoil or they're picking up on somebody else's turmoil. But the Libras I've been picking up on have a heightened intuition. It ain't about being dumb or unaware, or I don't want to say dumb, I would say aloof. It's not about being aloof. It's about being aware and concise, being direct, concise about what's right for you. I seem to be picking up on a lot of internal lessons, or you're showing people the example of what it looks like to just take care of you. Okay? Just because you get along with someone, I just feel like I have to say that. Just because you get along with someone, you don't have to shoot for marriage. That is an act of codependency or some huge commitment. You can already have prior commitments, plural. Like professionalism, or just friends of family. I don't know. But take what resonates, leave what does not. We're just going to be eccentric today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. But look, when I came out the bathroom, the back of this says Zoom, but I saw this, and it stuck out to me. It was on the floor, my kids' stuff, and it just stuck out to me. You see that? That's like laugh now, cry later. Yin-yang energy. Someone's calling on you to be real strong right now, to hold it down. I heard don't take any don't take no offers right now. Take all the offers off the table if it don't have nothing to do with you. So what I feel like the energy you're in, Libra, the energy I feel like you're in is you're not done with yourself as it pertains to how you take care of yourself. I'm not done with myself by myself. I'm not finished with myself while being by myself. I feel like that's a closing argument to something. So you could have had a whole knockdown, drag out experience where it's calling for you. The situation feels like it's calling for you to put more in it on a more intimate space. Not like sex, but a more intimate space. Like inside your personal space, inside your world. And I don't think that, I feel like you feel like the situation doesn't call for that. So I got some notes. Someone's life, these two cards came out in reverse, which is some bullshit, I admit. But it did come out in reverse, and the energy is very strong. But it also is correlating with this 11-11. So I don't feel like the 11-11 energy is not this. I feel like you're on a journey, and I feel like you're on an 11-11 journey. Take it how it resonates to you. And I feel like the energy around you, if you've been subjected to a lot of like defensive energy or paranoia, or you may feel paranoid or a little defensive because the energy around you calls for you to be more receptive to what they have to offer. But what I think bothers you is what they have to offer still straddles the lines of codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life right now. I also read these cards not just romantically, but as an act of self-love to oneself. And these cards are my self-love cards too. It's from my spirit junkie deck. My productivity stems from inspiration. So when I focus on what brings me joy, my task becomes effortless actions. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. So what I feel like for you, Libra, I don't think you have too much to fear. Unless it's about sacrificing yourself. I think that is your greatest fear, is letting yourself down. So let's talk about what does it mean to have a 9 of Wands in the reverse. That is defensive energy. That's like, but my first response is somebody has no more fight in them. Someone's love life is jaded, using substance to keep up with day-to-day demands. And I see the word allowance. Someone doesn't have their footing down as it pertains to getting out of their own way. to let the doors of success open for you. Drop resistance and go with the flow. So that's a defensive energy. And it's something with somebody's day-to-day commitments are starting to drain the shit out of them. Okay. Some more notes. What is the goal? You see what I'm saying? When it comes to wedding, it doesn't have to be a wedding. The situation involves marriage. Marriage is the bottom line. A marriage is a commitment, and it requires your heart and your soul. Not in a deviant way, but people manipulate what it means to be in a commitment, and they can trick you in it. And because codependency is right next to it. So some of the things that this Nine of Wands represents is internal resources. You know, you have to. What are your goals in specific? Like, I feel like there's a master manipulator in the mix, and they're trying to manipulate the situation to go their way, but you're not the right kind of, you're not gullible enough. You got your head screwed on straight. You know, you're resilient, your inner courage, your positive self-talk mindset. That has a lot to do with the Four of Cups. Cups talks about emotions. Nine Wands talks about creativity and inspiration. So these two energies together can create a fucking disaster if you're not careful. So someone is probably going within to have a positive pep talk with themselves, because someone is feeling like there's a lack of support around them, you know. And Four of Cups reverse is reluctant. You can be reluctant to express your true feelings, and you could be choosing to withdraw and isolate yourself from the other person instead, or the situation. Someone just wants to go away and doesn't want to come back. Someone is saying no, but I feel like it's a reaction to someone saying no to a potential opportunity. Although they're bored or dissatisfied with their everyday life. So on one hand, someone is bored and dissatisfied with their everyday life. They want excitement, they want passion, they want fireworks. Maybe they thought they'd get it from you and it didn't happen. So they're shut off from their previous hurt. Someone could be shut off their emotions because of a previous hurt, or what is this? Or a friend. I think you accidentally hurt somebody's feelings, Libra, and you might have too much pride. You might be on the go, so to the point where, okay, if you accidentally hurt somebody's feelings, you don't know that you hurt their feelings. You're just picking up on some energy, and you don't understand all of where it's coming from, because you feel like somebody's not being very honest. Instead, they're being more defensive and paranoid. And it could be because you are saying no to any potential opportunities, as this could be for you. So instead of the person telling you, okay, that really hurt my feelings, that really hurt my feelings, they could be okay with it, but they're not telling you it could hurt your feelings. You could have hurt their feelings, and then they're being defensive towards you. Or it could have always been a situation where it's just defensive because a person fears getting their feelings hurt. They're not telling you something. Someone's apathetic or unmotivated. Typically in the upright, a Four of Cups is apathetic and unmotivated. But I feel like that's you, Libra. You're the one that's unmotivated to want to see what the potential opportunities are. I feel like that's you. So let's say, for example, you could be friends with someone, but don't see a long-standing commitment romantically. You don't want to cross that boundary. And it can hurt the other person's feelings because they see it for you. But they also show up in fear and paranoia. To be somebody who's accustomed to making plans with other people's energy or resources, I feel like that too. A little bit of a player getting caught up, or a little bit of a person who's, it's just outdated resources. Like, this is somebody who could be in a timeline that stems back to the 1950s and 60s and how men interact with women, for example. And the bottom line is, you could be more modern. So someone doesn't have their footing. With that 9 of Wands in reverse, this is telling me somebody is like giving up in a way. Like it's hopeless. The situation is just hopeless. And they could be jaded in their romance. They want more spark in a particular area of life, or just in everyday life. Let's just say everyday life. But someone doesn't know how to get out of their own way. They don't have their footing with trying to do that with someone who has a modern outtake on life. You can be traditional, but still can be witty enough to keep up with modern day life. If that makes sense, Libra. I'll show you the pictures if you want. You see that? It's like, I don't give a fuck. That's what it tells me. But I think that's a lie, that someone doesn't give a fuck. And then I'm going to shuffle these cards, but to split the deck, you got you, Libra, the Empress, and the Death card of transformation. So you shut something down in a way. And then I feel like you can have the rigid attitude because you keep picking up on I just feel like you feel like the emotions or the energy you're picking up on is unwarranted or unwanted, uncalled for. You could be defensive in that way because you didn't ask for that. You know what I mean? You just want to keep it straight up and honest, because you could be on this journey. It could be about you being on this journey, but you don't open up to everybody and say what that is for you, or how important that journey is for you, or you have your head screwed on straight logistically, as above so below. Like your mind is clear and concise as to what you're supposed to be doing moving forward. And this is somebody's heart space right here. But I feel like what I feel like the gist of it all is you accidentally hurt somebody's feelings, and they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to run away. They're just going to shy away from you. And you're not allowed to antagonize them about it. You have the 3 of Pentacles. And the upright. That's talking about collaboration. You may not want the collaboration. So now somebody doesn't want the collaboration with you because you don't want it with them. It's a stubbornness. It almost seems a little petty. You have the 4 of Swords on the bottom, which is talking about retreat and calling a truce, which is defenselessness. Like, I don't have no fight. This is somebody who needs, the 9 of Wands also illustrates the giving yourself the positive pep talk, the internal resources. It's about reminding yourself that you can be resilient, that you have courage, and you have to have a positive mindset. If someone doesn't have a positive mindset, what else for Libra? I think it just gives him, I feel like the situation is a little awkward for you, Libra. Because you don't like controversy. You like balance. And I don't think you pick up on the energy that's connected to you is imbalanced. You don't always have to be romantic with someone to read their energy. If they're connected to you because you travel together, or you do business together, or live together. You don't always have to be romantic. And you could be picking up on it because I think someone is acting from a low vibrational space, where codependencies is causing the frequency to lower as it pertains to this other person's feelings. And you see that. And although you're not a rude person, in some way or another, you shut it down. But there's a transformation, because I feel like you're transforming. I feel like you're evolving. It's something with this. But this has to get out of your way. I feel like something's connected to you a little more than you're comfortable with. That's what it says to me. I feel like you're trying to make more. You're putting 20 on 10. And wanting more out of the situation. If somebody wants that from you, or you want that from them. But I don't think it's you. I feel like someone wants more out of the situation or expected more out of the situation or thought what they typically do would create more in the situation, but it's a binding something with I see a spider web and I see entanglement, enthrall, so if something gets into a spider web, they don't get back out. What a spider does is make it a cocoon. So someone can have those vindictive ways about themselves or vengeful ways about themselves. Once they get a person to a certain point, and at that pivotal point for you, you shut it down. How dare you tell me no? I just get that energy, like how dare you not go through with it? Someone has never heard no before. It could be that, or someone could it's just unresolved. It could be a thing where someone could be put down so much that they don't have a lot of fight in them. They don't have a lot of positive. I can't think of any positive experience I have as it pertains to interacting with someone I like. It always gets shot to shit. That's a very negative mindset. So it's like, well, I can't help you. Call God. So, oh, you who arrange for Yusuf, the lady Salam, arrange my affairs for me, fix my condition, and provide for me. O Lord, and protect me from the evil of your creation. O Lord, fulfill my need, relieve my distress, and relieve my anxiety, O Lord. And that's the thing. I don't think the anxiety and the distress is yours, but you are feeling distressed as you navigate life. I feel like you have something pretty mapped out for yourself. You have an idea of where you're trying to go, because you do have inspiration here. You do have productivity stems from inspiration. So you have a passion for something, and you do have love. You do practice from a space of joy and a space of love. And you work really hard at that. So when someone, I feel like that's how you show up. You see how it's oozing from this person's hand? I feel like that's how you show up. But you still have a declaration of independence. It's still an independence about yourself. I feel like people feel, I get the hint that people want you or have a possessive energy as it pertains to your energy. They get a little possessive over it and they don't want to share it. All the while, you may not say this, but you're on this type of journey with this 1111. And I think it's karmic energies or people from lower frequencies they're working really hard at obtaining your energy, and it doesn't work. Fool's journey. The fool's journey. That's an action oriented, a youthful. It's somebody who doesn't think things through. They just do it. But again, at the bottom is the Nine of Pentacles. The writing is on the wall. When I see this card, it looks like the writing is on the wall. I feel like you already planned out what you want to do for yourself, and you try to stick with that. Now, what's between a 3 and a 9 is a 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but some of you feel like the community, the receptivity you get from a broader audience is better than settling down. That isn't to hurt anybody's feelings if you're cross-watching for Libra. But they don't want to commit. They want to do other things. They want to do big things. I feel like Libra feels like it's a little invasive or intrusive to try to plan my life and don't include me in it. I think you feel some type of way, Libra, that this even played out like that. Like, it's disappointing because I feel like you value things in life. You value people. What is this? Ten of Cups. Someone is convinced they are going to get what they want. But the emotional fulfillment with you, you're on different timelines. So you're unaligned. Tell me something about the codependency. I feel like you can read the room very, very quickly. and someone loses their footing and gets frustrated, angry, and annoyed with you because you can pay attention to detail. So 2 cards for Donor. As it pertains to, what did I say? The codependency. Did I just ask about the codependency? You have the Knights of Wands, which is a very vibrant, energetic energy, a young energy. And you have the Hierophant. That could be pertaining to business. I heard this is an energy, the energy that's attached to you has a lot of frivolous sex, but they see long term with you. But they don't know how to tell you that. And this is a cult division. I also see demonic energy here too, with the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant. Someone answers to a lord, or made something a lord, declared a lord over themselves that isn't the same lord you worship. So it could be a cult. A cult is a group of people, which is the 3 of Pentacles could represent that too. So you could have been targeted, and this is what the Fool's Journey is talking about as it pertains to supernatural abilities. And this 4 of Swords is like nothing sticks. This is life as they know it. Whoever this energy is that's attached to you, and they can't come near you. With that 4 of Swords is retreat, is rest. That is depression too. It does represent depression. This is life after rejection. Somebody's going to be very depressed. This is a codependency. So this is an attachment to this person. You don't know that though. I'm surprised the moon is out here. I don't think you know that. 9 of Pentacles is independence. But I also see 9 of Pentacles as someone writing, checking off. They have like, you ever see a private investigator's wall of different people missing? Say for example, a police officer or an investigator has a whole, what do you call those things? Collage of different people, or just investigating the case, and have different people's pictures and different details and artifacts on the wall as they try to put a case together. And there could be a collage of people that they have already successfully checked off by obtaining them in this way. So there could be people left confused as to how they deal, as to how they even got in this close to this person. You know, how are they in a commitment, a codependent commitment with this person, and this is why, with this Knight of Wands and this Hierophant. This is how they do it. It's a cult division. They call on other forces. You see what I'm saying? And they're successful with the 10 of Cups. They're successful in draining, because I hear draining. Someone feels very drained as they try to keep up with their day-to-day responsibilities. But what I think it is with your interaction, Libra, is some kind of earth angel or some kind of white witch. Somebody thinks you're a white witch or something spiritual in some way, where the 4 of Swords keeps the entities or the jinns that they call on away from you. So that lately, it feels like the person, this Fool's Journey is a beginning phase of a new spiritual journey, or a new phase of a spiritual journey. Since they've been collaborating with you or interacting with you, they haven't been successful in what they are accustomed to doing to get what they want. I hope it makes sense. I'm not trying to talk all over the place. And it's making them address their feelings and how they're spiritually disconnected. Without it, they feel empty. I see this a lot in my experience. I see this a lot with people who are left alone. It's some underlying sense of abandonment. I know what that feels like. I wasn't raised by my mother. You see what I'm saying? I was only raised by one of my parents. So it doesn't mean everybody goes that way with it. Some people go religious and some people go dark. Respect, you know what I mean? So you see this a lot with people who don't have their footing as it pertains to that friendship with the Most High. And if you're facing your North Node Libra, or as you're facing your North Node, you always come across people who tend to gravitate to your empathy and your compassion and your justice for rights. It's just that they don't know what to do as it pertains to, I feel like you caught them off guard. You could have caught somebody off guard by way of justice, by way of you striking a balance with what you are dealing with. You know, everybody deals with this thing called life. So whatever it is, you approach it with the sense of fearlessness, and this person is fear-based. So you're unaligned. So if this person is fear-based, and the thing that they usually rely on to help them attain people, because this is an old player, because a Hierophant, this is an old player, and a Knight of Wands, this is an old player, and it for a good time, not a long time. They can't do that shit with you. You taught them something about themselves, or you learned something about yourself. You learn how much, you see how far you've grown. What I just say? The Justice, that's you. That is you. What's on the bottom? Queen of Cups. I don't think the test is for you. It is for you in a sense for be patient. Okay? Because even though you can pick up on a lot of like thrifty energy or crafty energy or things like that, and it could be you could be trying to reject it. Like I could see you like retreating from it, like fleeing the scene, as they say. Like I don't want no parts of that. That ain't for me. But a queen of cups is a mature woman who is emotionally intelligent, fair, and just. With the Justice card, that is a healer, or just helps people work through their emotional concerns. And you could have shown up like that. But I told you, Libras strike the balance, okay? Their whole lesson in life is to learn how to strike the balance. So this person is taking, they could be having, I feel like the person is the people or persons that you've been coming across in your most recent experiences, give or take the past 2 years, I'll say, have been learning how to strike the balance too. Have been learning things about themselves as they cross paths with you. And they take this spiritual journey because you're on the spiritual journey. So there's an inspiration with following after you. Not like a blind follower, but like taking a hint or taking advice from you. These are outdated point of views, and these are politics that don't apply. It doesn't make any sense. We shouldn't normalize it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a major arcana on the other people or person's side, and there's a major arcana on your side. This Hierophant, which could be the government, it could be a cult division, it could be your damn job. But either way, it's designed for you to be in a spider web, to be entangled, so that they can gain resources from you. Something about self-love. You have to learn to love yourself. You can't love nobody until you love yourself. So sometimes people can get defensive and don't want to hear that shit. Or just get defensive like, well, I do love myself. You know, I protect myself. Not by closing your heart. Something like that. Not by running game or running like, people will gaslight you. If you pick up on something, they'll make you act like you're the one that's fucking tripping or acting like you're crazy for picking up on something and you be right. That's what I feel. That's what I get with the Queen of Cups and the Justice. Because I feel like you'll start to retreat from them. It's like, I may know how to socialize. She has a drink in her hand. You may socialize with these people. Or have drinks after work. Could be a law enforcer. Could be somebody who's on the right side of the law, where you constantly come across people who are crooked with the hierophant, cult divisions, organizations, organized crime is what I see with the Knight of Wands. Somebody who's impulsive, who is in it for the thrills. You can meet people like that all the time, and they see something in you that is actually good. They do know that it's a good thing, but they don't know how to attain you, or they're not able to attain you because y'all on the opposite sides of the track. What else? Three of Cups. Social networking. Somebody felt like if you had one or two or three, one drink too many, you would fall for the okie doke. Someone likes to get people intoxicated so they can play with them or learn things from them, get them to squeal. If you get what I'm saying. And there's a death of transformation. The player met the coach many times with you. And you could be a little jaded because you want to meet nice people too. You want to meet somebody who's like you, who matches your intellect, just like you can match them. You don't want to, I feel like you don't want to overly dominate the conversation all the time, or the experience. I feel like the conversation is metaphoric for experience. You don't want to dominate the experience too much. You want love just like the other person wants love, and on some sneaky ass way or another, that was attempted to bind you with someone. Or an experience, or a group of people. If you would have went with this person, you would have been a part of a cult division. I'm telling you. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, and the Eight of Wands is clarifying that. I heard Shorty keep fucking my bones. Shorty about to break something. Shorty keep hiding my phone. I'ma break something. That's from Playboy Cardi. But listen, that's Field Trip. Now you know that it's from the project, Kanye West project, Vultures. Listen to Field Trip. He starts off the rap verses. There's a few people on that song. But something takes off fast. Like they're accustomed to people who get high. Death of transformation to me, in between all this, is an ending. Goodbye to your morals, ethics, and beliefs, and come join the dark side. Enter the circus. Enter at your own risk. I feel like it's an admission ticket to get in. It's some kind of like designer cocktail that they offer people in this group to get in. And someone was watching you to see how you will, like, how can I make this attractive for you to want to come in? Because I think there's some element of respect that you're not like most people they deal with. Not really. I should call this reading Field Trip. So there's an Eight of Pentacles. So there's an investigation. So that something's been worked on. Yep. The Tower is clarifying this Eight of Pentacles. There's an investigation. Someone brought down the house. So while you don't know that you were being plotted on. And there's the only source out here is the Four of Swords. That's why I feel like you was plotted on. Because the Four of Swords is you annihilating the whole idea. Like they don't have their footing with what you come to the table with. That's why you're the Queen of Cups and the Justice. You can't take a smile at face value. You know, enemies come with a smile on their face. Why would you trust a smile? Somebody who smiles. They're not stupid. They thought you were, you were too aloof to realize what was going on. And now somebody is like, they can't mark their territory with you. That's not going to happen. Because all along, you were on this 11-11 journey. I call it 11-11 just because I just like saying it like that. Alright, let's go to a different one. I feel like this is somebody who's a functional person, even under the influence of substance and toxins. If you drink, you can still, you shouldn't, I don't condone drinking and driving, but you can pay attention even under the influence of something. And I feel like that's people you meet in general. Whoever you're collaborating with, or work with you, or reciprocate you, reciprocate them, they like to get you under the influence to learn things about you, to break down your barriers, because you have healthy boundaries up. Oh, and look what flew out. Queen of Swords. Come on, Libra. Come through in your own damn reading. What's on the bottom? 6 of Wands. Yeah. This is a law enforcer, or somebody who's in a military setting, or just someone who is just hip to people's nonsense, who's been through this before, so they already graduated from that. They already have the wits and the emotional intelligence. You showing up as a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Swords. I feel like the Queen of Cups and the Justice is you loving something about your inspiration. You love what you do. All that you love is more important to you than what you fear. So that passion is there. It's backed up by a 6 of Wands. Okay? You do operate from your heart space. How can I say it? You allow yourself to be happy in the face of brutality, harshness, brashness, bluntness, rudeness. All kinds of shit that we put up with dealing with people every day. You still allow yourself to be happy. So, okay, what is this? Hermit, 4 of Wands, Magician. Some of you work from home with the 4 of Wands and the Hermit. Some of you make your money, you just gotta you're spoiled by the opportunities of working from home, probably from the pandemic, because business is not what it used to be, or just working for companies and trying to I feel like when it comes to business, magician is not talented. Some people just in it for the money, or for the quick cash grab, and then they close the business down and reopen it under a new company or a new company name. I feel like some of you go through something like that, or have dealt with people like that, and you're an asset. I feel like somebody's resume has a list of companies that are no longer open at this point, because they get the cash grab and then that's it. They get out of it. I don't know if the money could be good, but there's no passion in it. You want to figure out what makes you happy. Like, it really just shrinks your talent in a way. I feel like it irritates you if you work for a company and it rips off people, and you know that you as the Queen of Swords and the Justice. I feel like it irritates you to the point where they may lose you as an asset to this company, and it's going to be a tower. It's going to be disappointing. With the 8 of Pentacles, you've been there a long time. 8 of Wands, like you're a good asset to somebody. Even if it's not for a company, like you're a great asset to somebody, and it will hurt to lose you. But I feel like they were using you as a quick cash grab, or something that helps them. That's an asset to what they're trying to do. And it's not really about the talent. It's not really about the passion. It's about someone just wants to keep you around for what you can do. That's the bottom line. Whether it pertains to work, someone wants to keep this marriage because it's more stability. They need your finances right along with theirs. It's not that they don't have money on their own, but they feel like, why am I spending so much of my money when I have Libra? You see what I'm saying? Libras are traditional, and they value family too. So naturally, they're givers to their family. They're going to take excellent care of their family, and somebody doesn't want to lose that. But Libra, I don't think you're happy here. That's why you're always in retreat, or you're seeking inner wisdom with the Hermit card, and the Magician is in reverse. So this could be a Virgo around you. What's on the bottom is the King of Swords in reverse, going with this Magician. This lion, tyrant, condescendent son of a bitch That's what I heard. This King of Swords is in reverse. This is a emotionally abusive, belligerent, immature, arrogant, mental abuser. And you got your guard up now. It's like you had enough with somebody and their bullshit. You had enough with this contract, with this business, with this Four of Wands. This Four of Wands is graduation. This Four of Wands is stability. This Four of Wands can represent your home. You share a house or share a space or share something with this Magician in reverse. This could be a Gemini too. A Gemini or a Virgo is what I feel like. Or this Gemini / Virgo. They can have both of them in their chart. But the Magician could be an air element too. It could even be an Aquarius. They're mean. And you're seeking wisdom with the Hermit. You could be a Virgo with Libra in your chart. And you don't like this Libra now that you're married to him. It's like, what the fuck did I get myself into? What's the Six of Wands? Why is this? This is notoriety, public recognition. I also feel like with the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands here, that's a good Ten of Wands, but you could have had this big fiasco of a ceremony or marital or celebration of some sort in honor of you and this person, only to find out this person is stiff behind closed doors. They lack communication, or they don't have the best communication, and they're immature for their age with the King of Swords in reverse. They should be old enough to know better, is what I heard. And the Six of Wands is a victory. It's really a victory. So to the public's eye, to the two naked eyes, it could be, people think, there you go, that's what flipped over, is the Empress. That's what the Six of Wands is. So they could have given you a child, or you have children, or they really just, like I said, they attach to you because you're creative, you know how to make money, you know how to create endeavors. It's a certain pearl of wisdom and a business savvy that comes with you. The Six of Wands is successful and shrewd in business with that Empress and that Queen of Swords. You know your shit. And somebody wants to attach themselves to you because you are a golden parachute or a winning lottery ticket of some sort. And this King of Swords is dishonest and vile and unintegral. They're trying to keep you bound to them, not knowing. You probably didn't know this King of Swords was a part of this cult division with this Hierophant and Knight of Wands. Tell me more about this King of Swords Magician in reverse. Because that's a trickster. That is a liar. That's somebody who don't have their shit together. They talk a good game, but don't have no follow through. What I say? The Hierophant is in reverse. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. So you found out. You could have had a religious ceremony only to find out this person doesn't have no religious structure behind closed doors. It's just for the camera. It's a storefront. Behind closed doors, they are abusive. They tear you down with their words, and I feel like this is a repeat of something you already saw. Whether you had a bad experience in your own relationship or you saw that somewhere along the line, this is bullshit. I'm just saying that right now. Because we already started off with the Four of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like you just don't want this person. You don't see it with this person. But it's something binding y'all together. You just don't see it with this person. You see their ways, even as they try to hide them. With the Magician in reverse, you see it. You got the juice because you're the Empress and you're in the upright. What else? They go your Four of Swords. You just, man, somebody has a headache about this because they want to get out of it. And what's on the bottom? The Ten of Swords is in reverse. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. You just want to start over. And there's the Fool. Yeah. Keep going. I'm going to shuffle. I'll put all those cards back. The Ace of Cups in reverse is... This is not the opportunity for wish, hope, and love that you have expected. But I also feel like you made this decision without thoroughly talking to the Most High first. Because y'all serve two different gods. there's only one God in hindsight. You respectfully and honorably say, truthfully saying, but someone else has deemed something else a lord over them, and that's the rigid energy you're picking up on. And it's like, I feel like you can foresee it, and you want to get away from it, because the Four of Swords is here twice. And what's on the bottom? You are a badass being full of life and possibilities. This is tapping into your inner star player. Like you really got your head screwed on straight, and then you got a King of Pentacles who could be teaching you that about yourself. And there's a Tower. Oh, yep, the Tower. The Tower's here twice. We shut all this shit down. Okay, that could be a Virgo or a Taurus. And then you have the Two of Cups. Somebody who is a better match for you, who see you for you, who has a more positive outlook, who takes themselves way more serious, who is more integral, who has more respect, or this is just you. But you got the Two of Cups, so that's a partnership. That is a partnership, and then there's a Tower. But there's a Tower coming before the partnership. This Tower is this King of Swords and Magician in reverse that has to go sit their ass down somewhere. You have to wait for that to be over, or you're making a wait for that to be over. The Five of Wands in reverse is reaching. That's good when it's in reverse. There's no amount of gossip. There's no amount of rivalry or competition that can inspire you to stay here and fight for this shit. You can have it. You want to reach a resolution without the arguing, fussing, and bitching. You want this to be swift and easy and just separate without no conflict. You don't want no problems. I hear a little way, I don't want no problems, I just want my money. When he went through all that shit, he's trying to separate from Cash Money and the thing with him and Birdman, like I just want my money. I don't want no problems. And things happen in the midst of that rivalry where I don't know if that's true. Allegedly, they try to take him out. They try to take him out on his tour bus. And I hear that by Page of Wands is told you somebody who says things and does another. And the High Priestess is in reverse. It's somebody who talks in riddles and circles with this Magician and this King of Swords. So this is somebody who has somebody who is low down in the corner somewhere, helping them be a prick. Putting shit in their ear, trying to make them sway from one direction to another. This person know what they felt with you, but you already can see through their character. You know, they could have not been ready for you or know how to attain you because of the shit that they are rigorously, honestly attached to. And this Hierophant in reverse is not long. It's not a good example for the community. It's not something that's going to last. It's something that you tore down. You tore it down with the grace of your integrity, with your. I feel like you did this without trying. I feel like you did this without knowing all the shit you annihilated about this experience, because you shaped this person to be different than what they're accustomed to doing. And what they're accustomed to doing is snaking bitches and taking shit. That's what I heard in my mind's eye. Now they don't sleep. That anxiety you keep picking up on is all this shit you don't know. You don't know that because you didn't see it. You just pick up on something. You know something's not right. This is a lack of intuition. This is a blocked third eye. What else? Six of Cups. They miss you. That's nice. But this is nostalgic energy. This is also could be some kind of karmic cycle or contract that's being wrapped up that carried over from a past experience. Or somebody's bullshit that needs to be wrapped up. It needs to get off your doorstep because that's from another experience. And I keep seeing that Ten of Swords in reverse. Someone is struggling with the old life and transpiring into how you do things. Not trying to be like you, but do things with integrity. And somebody's struggling with that. They're having a painful ending. They're having a hard time with this whole experience. They are having, listen to me, they are the ones having a hard time with this experience. Because you're the shit. You're a catch. Okay? And somebody else. You got somebody else. I told you that 1111 shit is real. You on a whole different journey. Tell me about this King of Pentacles, babies. They know you for you because they have that soul recognition. There's somebody who got this. This could be this King of Swords and this Magician don't know how to make money. I heard that. And this King of Pentacles in the upright is like you. They are creative and they're successful. You know, they know how to make a living off of what they create. What this tower is, the tower is obviously tearing down a faulty foundation, but it's also a revelation. So in this essence, next to this Two of Cups and this King of Pentacles, this is a revelation to you. Somebody didn't know. Somebody, I feel like it's you. It's like you hit somebody hook, line, and sinker. Your beauty hit somebody hook, line, and sinker. And it turned out to be a success for you. Also, the person who was in the King of Swords in reverse is going to turn out to be a King of Pentacles in the upright because of you. You could be helping your 11, somebody who's on that 1111 journey with you. You're shaping them, teaching them how to drop the ego. You drop the ego, I drop the ego. But I think the first is the more accurate. The first thing I said is the more accurate, with it being a shock to you. Here we go. There's somebody who lacks spiritual guidance. They spend more time trying to confuse you or argue with you or be defensive with you and indecisive with you for no reason, and they're paying for it. What's the Ten of Swords in reverse? Is the Ace of Pentacles. Whenever there's a 10, there's an ace. And you're damn right. That Ten of Swords is in reverse. That Ace of Cups is in reverse, and so is the Ace of Pentacles. They don't know how to make money. There's something about them and money and love. I feel like their finances is tied to their emotional space. Emotional and financial freedom ties together, because with the open heart you can be more creative. You know what I mean? And they're learning that their misfortunes is tied to them having a blocked heart. So they're missing, or I'm sorry, just sabotaging all types of opportunities because of their attitude is shit. Something like that. Look, melancholy. Don't nobody like no melancholy dick or vagina. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants that for themselves. Okay? They just don't get it. I just heard you just don't get it. You see how the Two Cups are behind you and the Three of Cups is kicked over? Somebody is ungrateful. Here we go. King of Cups is in reverse. Told you, your heart, your finances is tied to your emotional well-being. Now, spiritually, they're in bad health. They can have a smell or aura about them that won't quit. That's not very pleasant. So, emotional and mental abuse ties together. If you have emotional abuse, it ties to mental conflict. So they show up distorted like that. And when you split the deck, the Emperor and the Six of Swords. So there you have it. You have to get the fuck out of there to get to your counterpart. But I also see it as your creative endeavors become more successful when you detach from all these different various of challenges that you met with, all these resistances and challenges and games and bullshit, negativity. That's a lot of toxic energy on this side of the board, and on this side is a lot of progress. So I feel like you understand the assignment, and you know you're trying to maneuver yourself away. You're trying to figure out a way to get out of there. You're seeking inner wisdom, and it's going to push you into calmer waters. I also see you traveling for work, and that's going to make you. Now, Emperor is a masculine energy. So sometimes you have to take action for your creative endeavors to take off. And you can know that. I hear Carrie Bradshaw talking to the Russian, Alexander Petrovsky. And she said, how could you abandon me for your friends when I was there for you. I abandoned my own party for you. It could be something like that. And he just was like trying to brush her off, and she's like, absolutely not. He was like, I was clear with you about who I am and what I do. And she said, well, maybe it's time for me to be clear with you about who I am. I'm looking for love, unconditional love, can't live without each other love, all that beautiful shit she said. And she said, I don't think that's here. The moon, it's like it's no secret. Whatever your intuition was telling you, or whatever was hidden, you find out about it. And when you caught wind of it, someone was on their high horse and was acting like arrogant with you, and high sedity with you, with this Nine of Cups and this moon in reverse. And you let them have it. You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't want to stand in your way. I'm not going to stand in your way. Okay? So the closing argument is, let me tell you about me. Somebody was like, I thought I was clear about who I am. Well, let me be clear about who I am. Okay? You are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. And through this experience, may you find the path to your best self. I feel like you said that on your way out. Something positive like that. It's like a curse. Okay? That was the tower for you. For that person. The tower for you was realizing all that was coming your way. It was like it's like being hit by a damn truck full of toxicity. It's like, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay? This is not going to be a painful ending for this person. This person is not worthy. Libra, you're not meant to sit in distress over an opportunist or someone who tried to take advantage of what's your fortune or what's for you. You're supposed to be successful. You learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? You stand your ground. Like, I don't think somebody expected you to stand your ground and they a whole King of Swords, King of Cups in reverse. You don't give a fuck about none of that. Especially with the Magician in reverse. You get that trickery shit. Hey Drake, they're not slow. I said that already. Especially with the Empress operating out of the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups. So dig, I forgot about you being in the Queen of Cups energy too. Next to that Justice card. You deserve love. You deserve this dick. This dick that's about to come over here to you, this King of Pentacles, and his money too. Not that you want him for his money, but he's generous with you. He's a giver. Because he know you hot. You dig what I'm saying? Let this motherfucker sit in mental anguish. What is that? Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. Look, everything is fine. You act like, see somebody's ego or somebody's arrogance. That Ten of Swords and that Nine of Cups. Everything is fine. There's two cards like this, but one of them say everything is fine. When it's not fine. You hurting. Especially if you showed up as the King of Cups and the King of Swords and is in the reverse. You showed up to Libra's face without the same, you don't match her mental wits, you don't match her emotional depth. You cannot hold a conversation with her without being belligerent or dismissive or abusive in some way or another. It's just too toxic, and sometimes you have to leave people where they're at. Okay? There's no success on that side. And this person knew what they was coming to the table with, a bag of bullshit. And they knew that. You had something going for you, or have life going for you. And your closing argument to this person is you let them know, as long as everything's fine for you, everything's cul-de-sac for me. Okay? This person knew you was a badass being, full of life and possibilities. But you got the Empress, you are the Empress, and your Emperor is coming. But it's more about you. I feel like this is your act of self-love. What you nurtured and built and created, the life you built. How about your overall well-being to be able to create something good for yourself? You did that. You made the effort to do that shit. So you deserve to be in this position. You deserve to be treated with the utmost respect. And you don't have to take disrespect from nobody who's outdated, ignorant, unwilling to bend, who's disrespectful, who don't love themselves. They don't know what love is. They inflexible like a miser and just plain arrogant. Any king or queen in a reverse is fucking arrogant by way of foolery. They're not ready. And you gonna call on a fucking high priestess to try to bend Libra as well with the Magician and the high priestess is in reverse? This is slutty. This is sex magic. This is love spells going wrong. Trying to bind yourself to somebody. Let me tell you something, bitch. Like, we're not going to do that to Libra on this channel. You're not going to disrespect Libra like that, acting like you all that in a bag of chips and Libra needs to succumb to you. Not on my channel and not on Libra's time. You see that arrogant shit? They acting like everything's cool. They really, you know they hurting. You know they hurting, Libra. It's not my business. It ain't your business neither. I don't even think you give a shit. Because right now they're in the Six of Cups energy. It's like, fuck this. You got the King of Cups on top of that Six of Cups. That King of Cups in reverse on top of that Six of Cups. Okay? Trying to win everything. Trying to win everything at all costs. Being too ambitious and just plain belligerent. I'm so sorry, Libra, that you even had to deal with that. Okay? So their closing argument is, I'm not finished with myself while being by myself. So my offer is, my no is final, and I wish you well in all your endeavors, as long as your business doesn't conflict with my business. And that's what you tell people. I feel like you tell a lot of people that along your journey, when you see that they're inflexible, disloyal too. These are disloyal cards when they're in reverse, immature and disloyal. Their loyalty is not with you. The loyalty is with that cult that they are a part of, with that Hierophant, that Knight of Wands, and how they show up in that unbalanced. They're unbalanced, discombobulated, distorted, negative ass, toxic ass energy. And they still trying to figure out to this day, how in the fuck do you know all that I am when I didn't tell you a damn thing? With all these aces in this Chariot in reverse, all these cards is in reverse. Okay? This Ten of Swords is in reverse. They're trying to act like it's not a permanent fucking ending when it actually is, because they can't take from you. The point was to address what needs to be fixed. So they got to go through that cycle again. You don't fear losing anything or fear anybody's wrath, because you love yourself too much, or something like that. You're on a different timeline. Something about your love. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. I don't have fears. I don't think you're a victim. Obviously, you're not a victim if everything you're doing is in the upright. Somebody is talking their shit like you just patronizing just because. Like, somebody is very disrespectful. Like, they think you patronize. They thought they could treat you like you some kind of doormat. They just thought. Okay? Just like Alexander Petrovsky thought. And guess who met her in Paris? Mr. Big. He went to her friends and said, if I got a shot, I will roam the streets of Paris until I find her ass. I made a lot of mistakes. I don't need y'all to keep telling me that, but I do love her. So where is she? If you think she really is happy, then I'll be fucking history. So that's significant. Somebody is coming back to you. Mastermind. You joined a community of entrepreneurs who can give you the love, support, and feedback you need to achieve your dreams. You know your worth. And what else is clarifying that is entertain. Your brand should educate and entertain your clients. Make them smile, make them laugh, and feel great when they interact with you and your brand. So I'm not going to bore you any further or keep talking any further, because the final thing is allow yourself, get out of your own way. You got out of your own way. Allow the doors of success to open for you and drop the resistance and go with the flow. Somebody missed out because they don't know how to do that. And that ain't your problem, Libra. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.